Well, first we have a bit of a drive through Larvik. Then we will have short stop just before popping to ponies.
Oh yeah.
It's a good change from last year.
Yeah, we used to do that sort of towards the end, didn't we? If I remember right.
Different place as well.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the owner of the ponies that just recently passed away.
Oh right.
Playing music. That's just radio, yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. Good morning, it's nice to see you. Welcome to Shetland. I hope you have enjoyed your mini cruise so far.
Yeah.
I've heard it has been beautiful weather, so fingers crossed for Shetland. My name is Aneta. That's not a really Scottish sounding name, so I will come clear straight away. I come from Czech Republic, so I'm not born and bred Shetlander. I came to Shetland for 4 months to do some working experience, but that has been 7 years ago, so be aware, it sometimes happens. But yeah, we will be driving through Larvik to begin with our tour, and then I will take you through down to the south mainland of Shetland. You can see it on that black and white map that I gave you. I will go down first towards Sambara. We will see some Shetland ponies, hopefully some Shetland birds as well, which will be quite exciting. Yes, I'm sure you know all about safety, such I can see everyone wearing the seat belts, so that's great. But I think we can just head off and explore this beautiful island. This is in fact the third largest Scottish island that we are now on. It's part of course, Shetland Islands, the most northern area of Britain. And this island that we are exploring today is called Mainland. So Mainland is the name for this island, and it's the third biggest in Scotland. So now I will take my seat, and I wish you a pleasant journey through Shetland. And if you have any questions, please come and ask, or just shout through the bus, because if you can't understand anything, that I will be more than happy to explain what I know. Mike will assist me, I'm sure. He has been here, so he knows where to go and all this. Okay, enjoy. Once or twice. From few huts in the harbor here, the Larvik grew in this actual estate where we have 7,000 people living here. The biggest town of Larvik, it's approximately 1/3 of total population of Shetland. So 1/3 lives here in Larvik. We are approaching the turn here where we will turn to right, please. And I will take you through King Harold Street.
We've got traffic lights here.
King Harold Street
Yeah,
is
just gone through
basically in the middle of Larvik, and it's another rather Norse or Scandinavian sounding street name. I'll show you a bit more. Shetland has been part of Scotland only from 1469. Up until then, it was in possession of Scandinavia, so lots of the heritage and culture and history I will be speaking about is partly Scandinavian. And we will be turning left here, please, and we will take it very slowly because there is a lot of stuff to speak about. So we have on the left there is a play park.
King Eric Street.
Yeah, we will drive up through King Eric Street with a beautiful flower park on your right, where you can play putin or tennis. And we are heading up to the hillhead, which is the highest part of the town, and this majestic building on our right, where we will also turn, is our town hall. It has a scaffolding on one side.
See where we was.
No.
The town hall of Larvik was
Well,
built
change
in
places, have we?
1882 by Scottish architect or builder Alexander Ross.
Seems
At the moment it's the seat of the council. It's also a popular venue for weddings. And here coming up on your right, a building that looks like a church, but in fact it's our library.
Oh, yeah, library.
So it's a great place where the locals and visitors go to choose from quite big selection of books. You can get free internet access there
A very lovely view.
and all this. So it's a beautiful place to go to if you have time. And then we have another building that looks like a church on your right with blue doors, and that is a church. That's a Methodist church. And in this area, that's where majority of churches of Larvik are. But we will turn right here, and we will join the south road that will take us out of the town. But that might take a few minutes.
Good view from here.
So you will get to see lots of Larvik from the hillhead.
It's a bit more tired, isn't it? More
This has got a different feel to it, doesn't it?
yeah.
building on our right coming up
Buildings are
with
more
the
modern.
greyish
More
windows, white framed windows, with is primary school, one of many in Shetland. You will soon see it on your right. It's towering above the houses here, and coming up soon on your right as well is the only hospital that we have in Shetland. That's the building with, again, white framed windows, with red scaffolding here. So that's the only hospital we have in Shetland, Gilbert Baines Hospital. It serves all the residents of Shetland. We are also in agreement with the Scottish city in Aberdeen for any more difficult treatment, people go there. So this area on your left, that's probably where you came through to Shetland. In the distance you can see the island of Bressa, one of many Shetland islands. That's the island that has the lighthouse at its tip that you may have seen. And we have Tesco's here as well. So that's one of two supermarkets in Shetland. They are everywhere, yes. So if we could take it slowly, please, again. Because I would like to show you, coming up on our right, in the middle of the lake, you will also see behind the cluster of these houses, there is very old house. This house is called Klikminbroch. It's a stone-built structure that was built here 2,000 years ago. So around zero in our timeline. You may have seen some brochs in Orkney. We will get to see more of them in Jarlshof as well. And we will be able to go and explore it a bit closer, from closer distance. So brochs are very unique structures to Scotland, and Shetland is very lucky because we have over 100 of brochs or remains of brochs spread out through the islands. All built around 2,000 years ago, and we think it was built as a defensive place. So we will go across the roundabout here. And this is a bit more of a residential area of Larvik. With privately owned houses on your right.
That's more colourful than Shetland.
It's probably the most expensive area in Shetland if you want to buy a house here. So So the starting price of the houses here would be around £250,000, but it could go quite. It could get quite higher. Higher we drive, the houses are bigger and definitely more expensive.
And newer, aren't they? Newer and more expensive than Orkney?
There was a question if they are, how expensive are they comparing to Orkney? I think it would be maybe slightly less, because Shetland is even more isolated and further away from Scottish mainland.
Right.
But again, it depends on the type of the house, how new it is, and all this. So, but that's us. We left Larvik right now. I should explain the name as well. Larvik means muddy bay, but the place name comes from Old Norse language. And again, it's the heritage that was left here by the Scandinavians. The lake on your right is called Sandy Loch, and it's the main source of drinking water for Larvik and areas surrounding. Go very often fishing in Shetland. It's either in the sea or in the lakes, and most likely in the lakes you would catch brown trout. But the locals, they have a very strong accent. They would call brown trout brun trut. So we will definitely meet plenty of born and bred Shetlanders, and you will then be able also to experience how they speak. Because for some people it proves to be quite difficult to understand before you get used to it. So another beautiful view on your left. It's a village of Gulberwick. So Gulberwick is basically a satellite village, if we can call it, for Larvik, because in Larvik we have hardly any more areas where you can build new houses on. Gulberwick ends in the same way as Larvik, so it's W-I-C-K, and this is in fact square-shaped bay. In Shetland we have wicks and woes. So we know now what wick means, the square-shaped bay, but later on in afternoon we will get to see woes as well, which are very narrow, deep sea inlets. So you will get to see them more on the west side, which is the plan for afternoon. But I should also tell you that today we will, in the morning, we will go and visit quite a few places in the south of Shetland mainland. So we will drive for maybe half an hour now. We will have one short stop at the cliff tops of Skusbura, where I would like to show you with more of the scenery. So that will be coming in about